Hi everyone, it's Kino here. Welcome to this Ashtanga tune-up series. This class is all about Marichyasana A position. There are so many ways to work the foundations of this asana, so let's see if we can get into what the core elements are really about. So Marichyasana A involves one hip being closed or like in a half squat, and the other hip or the other leg being extended so that we're going to fold forward over the extended leg. Then the idea with Marichyasana A is that your torso slides forward, so we actually move into a hyper hip flexion on the side of the bent knee. Now, the second half of the asana is happening with the shoulders. So your shoulders internally rotate, and this allows you to bind your hands around the back. Okay, so now you understand what the asana is. Now let's get down into the nitty-gritty of how we're going to tune this asana up. So first thing, when we start off in Dandasana position, or our seated position, from which all the asanas really emanate from, the first thing to look out for is what's happening with the lower back. If your lower back is hunched and rounded as we sit in the seated position, when you bend your knee, it's only going to round and hunch more, dumping more weight into your lower back, taking you further away from the asana. So if this is the reality of your Dandasana position, I recommend that you grab a blanket and then you sit your hips up on the blanket, and this will help you pivot just a little bit forward into a good Dandasana position. This over time will increase flexibility, and what's nice about the blanket is after a few months, you can change the height and just get it be a little lower, little lower, little lower as you develop more flexibility. Now from here, let's bend one knee, and then you'll find that, well, even if you started off in that hunch position just by sitting up on the blanket, that began to pivot the pelvis enough forward so that when you bend this knee, you don't fall back. So this is helping keep the pelvis just a little bit elevated. Next, when you fold forward, you're thinking about how can you bring your torso away from your thigh without, this is important, your knee flopping out to the side in external rotation. So if we think about how are we going to get the torso forward, then this knee has to stay activated following the line, right knee over the right foot, right knee aligned with the right hip. Not too much wide, not too much in. It's sort of stable on its own. Then as the torso moves forward, there's a moment when the hip will come off of the towel or off of the blanket or even off of the floor. You want to let that happen. So the forward fold element of this asana is probably the most important aspect. The navel draws in, and as you fold forward, your hip is moving back and away. So this could be the foundation of what we're working with in the asana. However, we're going to add in a shoulder bind or a movement in the shoulder that will help you find out how to connect the shoulders into the work of the torso. Let's bring it back.